Bank Stadium holds just under 70,000 spectators, and they've come out in full force for this one. A fantastic atmosphere here in Minneapolis. It can certainly get loud inside this building, and just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Miami Dolphins. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. This defense for the Vikings, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright?
Second down, Jacobs once more. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Call it an 8-yard gain, much better shape now on third and just a yard. Watson. Got a man. It's Mims. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. On first down, Watson. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. To throw again on second down, Watson. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Open man completes it to Claypool. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Watson.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by DJ Reed. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there.
They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now it's Herbert. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Here's Herbert. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
It's the former number 4 overall pick, Cleveland Ferrell, that got in there to bring him down.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. Taken from just outside the 30. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Watson. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man winning coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmaker.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr.
And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins.
Denzel Mims.
His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins.
Into the score, Dolphins 7, Vikings 0.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Back to throw here, Herbert. Again, he's got that man Landry. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Vikings 0.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Herbert off of play action. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
A 53-yard attempt.
And Suckup will put this one right through. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is what we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Justin Reed. And the Vikings will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
I'm coming back.
K'Lavon Chaisson charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. Second and 21, a lot of ground to cover. Another try after the first down sack. Herbert, he'll swing that out to Edmonds. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is taken at the 18. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Now Watson. Able to connect with Mims.
They get 11 back on that one and lose to 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. They go with Jacobs. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. So he needed 1. He ended up getting 3.
And I really like the way he ran that one, too. That's really intelligent running because oftentimes a running back can get too greedy. Try and hit the home run on a play where you just need a few yards. Well done there, making sure he got the first down and not worrying about trying to get a touchdown.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
They'll run on 1st down. Jacobs. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defense in front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 52 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Gosh, when you've got Deshaun Watson, Charles, executing a run-pass option, that puts the defense in a tough spot, does it not?
It does, and what I liked is that you called me this week, watching your own video, your own tape, and you said, I think the runner's going to pop a few this week because of what we've seen from Deshaun Watson. His ability to get to the corner, that's where the focus will go.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Second and goal at the 11-yard line.
To throw is Watson. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
The quick slant caught. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. Here's Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Chase Claypool in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins will extend their lead here just before halftime. Elliott good with a PAT. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. A pretty big opening there on first down. 8 yards up to the 33. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Final adjustments being made in the locker rooms. We're just about ready for the second half from Minneapolis. And for the call, let's rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Here's Herbert. A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
On first down, it's Jacobs. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Watson. Completion here to Claypool. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
He was brought down at the 13-yard line. It's a gain of 5. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Brevin Jordan, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Vikings now to start their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. On first down, Justin Herbert. That's out to the flat for Edmonds. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll make it second down.
Brings up second and 5.
Herbert now. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 44-yard line.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That's a nice play there.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. To the air again, Herbert. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point, and what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue, not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
On first and 10, Herbert. Short throw to Disley. 7 yards to pick up there.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
56 right there, 56. Hey, watch the slant. Mike 56. Mike free. Run. Mike 50. Come on. You better break it. 56.
Herbert back to the air. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up second and goal.
From back at the 4, here's second and goal. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Tyler Boyd, his second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point put through by Suckum. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit.
Dolphins 21, Vikings 10.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
Here's Watson. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a 1st down.
Watson on 1st down.
Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
To throw again on 2nd down. Watson.
He's got Jordan complete right side.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Escaping the pressure right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a 1st down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the 4th. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
But listen, when you've got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area, and he just put it well over his head out of harm's way.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Watson.
Right side, Claypool's got it.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The Dolphins on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 2. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at about the 31. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Now with that interception, you feel like we've got a ball game again. Remember, a 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. And he will find his man on the outside. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. And that is the definition of yards after catch. They go short on the pass, and the receiver does the rest.
Seems so harmless, doesn't it? To throw it underneath, short.
And it'll be intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And the Vikings are right back in this football game.
Vikings 16.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Man, if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again. And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Watson. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Faking the give. Now Watson. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. They'll run on 1st down. Jacobs dances by him. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
72 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
And they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. They hand off to their big tight end. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Josh Oliver, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Dolphins are looking to run it to 5-1 on the season as they add to their 4th quarter lead.
Elliott now to add the extra point.
And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead.
Makes the score Dolphins 28, Vikings 16.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, and he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Herbert. They'll go out to the flat for Edmonds. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
Herbert to throw. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. The defense going to blanket the field. 6 now in the secondary here for 3rd and 15. Herbert going to throw. He'll swing that out to Edmonds. And he goes out right around the 39. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. One last throw here for Herbert. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.